Hello and welcome to One Due North. Today we're talking about confidence and success, how you make your way. This is a powerful 7 minutes and 30 seconds of get up and get into it. We at One Due North believe that all things are possible. Join us as we go into a little conversation. This is for my young and out front leaders, and if you want to be a part, we can't wait to have you. First thing you want to do is ID what's your fastball? What's your best thing? What do you do best? What's your go to? You know what I'm talking about? Like if friends call and say they showing up, they traveling through and they're going to stop by your place. Um, what's your go to meal? What's your fastball? If you got to complete a project and it has to be your best. What's your fastball? If you had one speech to give, what would that speech be? In the military, we often as sergeants had to carry 3 to 5 lesson plans on us in a little tablet, uh, and the top two had to be your best in case we were headed to a training spot and the trucks broke down. We couldn't just sit there. We had to train our people, and so you had to have a fastball from your hip pocket training that you could deliver in a pinch. So when you start looking at what it is you're going to do, I think the first thing you have to do is ID what's my fastball? What is a guaranteed get it across the plate ball? Okay. And once you ID what your fastball is, whatever it is, I want you to figure out how can I do it even better. Don't go out there and learn how to throw a curve and a changeup and try to figure out how to get to a good level in those. You're going to end up being a jack of all trades and a master of none. Figure out what your fastball is and improve upon that. Okay. And once you get that, then you can start branching out. And there are going to be a lot of people telling you what you are and are not good at. You know what your fastball is. Be prepared to throw your fastball. You never know when the game's going to come to you. You don't always get the luxury of picking the game and the location. Sometimes the game comes to you. I don't know about you guys, but I enjoy when the game comes to my sandbox. That's my sandbox. That's the other thing I want to talk about. Have you identified your sandbox, or are you always battling, fighting, striving, struggling on someone else's territory? Y'all remember little David? Little David was in familiar land. He had trained for those conditions. And with 5 flat stones in a slingshot, he became a sharpshooter because he knew what he was good at. He was not good at negotiating. The king and his men had been negotiating with Goliath. David was not called to be a negotiator. Be who you say you are. Be who you say you are. And then do that with all of your might. Become a subject matter expert at it. Regardless, y'all about to get me started up in here. So, what's number one? We want to identify what your fastball is, what I'm good at, and then we want to learn how to improve that. If we do that, we'll become that much better and that much closer to getting to where it is you want to be. Now, what does all that mean once identified? Then you've got to be who you say you are. You've got to be, you've got to become, you've got to produce, you've got to be who you say you are. You've got to get up again. You can't become a motivational speaker if you get knocked down and stay down. How are you going to encourage anybody if you aren't getting up. How? So you've been knocked down. Get your ass up. Tighten up your bootstraps. Be who you say you are. You're the guy, you're the girl, you're the team with the fastball. Throw the fastball with everything in you. You ought to be going for it. If I was a young man again and they called me to the majors and said, we need to get 3 outs. We need our best pitcher. And my pitcher has to be able to throw the fastball across the plate. Can you do it? My question would be, can you stop me from doing it? Can you stop me from going out there on the field one more time? Can you stop me from getting up again? Can you stop me from going after it again? Yes, coach, I can do it. Put me in the game. Put me in the game. I want to throw the fastball. Kamala Harris said, yes, I got knocked down. I got knocked out of the run for president, but I got back up again. Get back up again. Identify your fastball. Be who you say you are and go after it with everything within you. And I don't have the luxury of staying down. We don't have the luxury of becoming comfortable. I don't live in that zip code no more. I ain't got nothing to worry about. We don't have the luxury of not going after it, of being content. If this virus has shown us nothing else, in virtual overnight, it changed our entire form of reality. It changed how we went about our day. It's changing how we might go about our tomorrow. I don't have the luxury of staying down. If that means I've got to do what I got to do, then I'm going to do it with everything within me. I'm going to be who I say I am, and I'm going to ride my fastball. My name is Coach Ricky Terry. I hope today's message will move you to move your dreams, your hopes, and your desires to higher heights. If you've heard something you like, well, drop it in the comments. Remember, I am your coach. Thank you.